guys. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How are you guys doing on this phenomenal evening? Yes. Okay. How are you guys doing? How are you? How are you? How are you? It is me, your number one hashtag tax queen, Tanya King Horn. So, guys, let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. Instagram, give me the number one. Facebook and YouTube, give me the number one. Yes. Let's get this party started quickly. Okay. I will not be before you guys long. So come on in the room. Come on in the room. Um, a few housekeepings before we get into content, giving you guys time to get your pen and your paper. And so, number one, if you are tuning in on Facebook, click the bubble right there below. Give StreamYard. It is a third-party app that I am using to stream to two of my Facebook and my Facebook business page and my personal profile, Tanya Blingologist King Horn. So in order for me to see your profile and your name, give StreamYard permission to do so. Second, if you're watching me on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, make sure you click the big red subscribe button down below so you can know when I'm going live and you'll get your notifications. Instagram, guys, you know what to do. Go ahead, share and invite, let the people know that the hashtag tax queen is here and she is ready to give you guys these nuggets. Okay, so I did a little bit of sharing over there as well. So guys, as you can see, right, as you can see the banner below over on YouTube and on Facebook, that is my link, bit.ly/King Tax Services LLC. Hi, Miss Darling. Hi, Michelle. How are you? That's my girl with the Dial M style, okay? She keeps my face and my gloss and my makeup and my eyeshadow all snatched at the same darn time, okay, guys? Thank you for popping in, my sister. So, guys, I'm going to get straight to it. My name's Tanya King Horn. I am the CEO and founder of King Tax Services LLC, and what I do and what I've been doing now for the last 17 years is helping individuals, small business owners, and entrepreneurs save hundreds of dollars on their income taxes with the use of financial tools, tips, and strategies. Can you say that real fast? Okay. And I come before you guys every Tuesday and Wednesday evening, giving you those tools, tips, and strategies. So this evening, we are still in our money management series. Usually I don't actually get into this series until like the holiday season, right? But due to the pandemic, it just hit me. We need to get all of our financial, put it like this, get all our money snatched, savings, the budgeting, the financial wholeness, the whole 9 yards. We need it now. Because a lot of you guys, and the reason I made this decision too, and that's one of the pluses to being a part of my tribe. Hi, my sister Michelle, how are you? That's why it's a plus. And you guys saw that on my video. Yes, I am sitting in my living room this evening because it's more comfortable. I told you, the struggle is real. Okay, the struggle. Hello, Too Cool, Too Loose. All right, now, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Okay, they rolling in over here on Instagram. Okay, let's do this. Let's do a roll call. Just put in, shout out your state and where you're tuning in from. That way, you guys will be able to help me actually see my reach. Okay. Again, guys, if you're not a part of my tribe, click the link in my bio. It's the only link over here on Instagram, bit.ly/King Tax Services LLC. And it is the only link that you guys see scrolling over here on Facebook and YouTube. So with that being said, get your pen. Hi, Miss Ricky. How are you, my sister? Get your pen, get your paper. Let's mark your calendar. I have one day. Hi, Michelle. I have a date that I have for you guys to put in your calendar. It's coming up real soon. And guess what I did not do? How about let me make sure I have this date right? Because I keep seeing, believe it or not, guys, I continuously see maybe the 28th is what I'm seeing in my head. Okay. I'm seeing the 28th. Let me see. And I think I'm correct to say, correctamento. Okay. I had it right. The 28th is the last Saturday of this month, okay? Go ahead, click the link in my bio, register, and grab your seat in my free, yes, I said capital FREE, money management workshop. Okay, it's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the last Saturday, which is the 28th of August. We're gonna do like 45 minutes. I'm gonna give you guys some real stuff, okay? And then I'm gonna leave about 15 minutes for you guys to ask any questions you may have when it comes to managing your money. So you don't want to miss out. That's the first announcement. Second announcement. Guys, the Money Makeover 6-week academy is approaching. October the 4th, the doors are open, okay? The doors will be open October the 4th. You have to go in right now. You have until the 31st of August to actually grab your seat at 50% off. After the 31st, September the 1st, it will be full price. I'm only allowing 10 people in this particular academy. It's going to run for 6 weeks. The academy lineup is, number one, we're going to talk about budgeting 101, bookkeeping 101. So it's for the individual and the small business owner, okay? If you're a college student, a lot of our students went back to college. These tips, tools, and strategies are going to help you, actually help them get through college debt-free. Did you guys hear what I just said, right? So we want to work on that. So we're going to talk about budgeting. We're going to talk about savings. Yes, guys, every small business, large business needs to have some type of budgeting system in place. And we're going to talk about that in the 6-week academy. We're going to also talk about in more detail money management. How are we managing our money? Where are we saving our money? And guess what, guys? How are we paying ourselves? Okay. Yes, I'm exhausted too, sis. Because like I said, I felt worse when I left physical therapy than I did before I went. Okay. So we're going to talk about that. Then, guys, also in the 6 weeks, you're going to get a one-on-one 1 hour, 60 whole minutes, one-on-one session with me. Guys, listen. The full price of the academy is $269. My one-on-ones for an hour is $175. You guys do the math, right? Do the math. So go ahead and grab your seat at 50% off. So that is that. Okay, so govern yourselves accordingly. Let's get into this content because I only want to stand before you guys for about 30 to 45 minutes, and I've been trying to stick to that thing. So again, if you can hear me clearly, I feel like I'm yelling, right? Because I don't have my mic on or anything, right? So anyway, anywho's, let's get ready. Let's get popping. Let me see the word ready in the comments. If you're viewing in on YouTube, you can put it in the comments and I will see it. Facebook, guys, go ahead and put in the word ready. Instagram, you know what to do. You know how I roll, right? Put in the word ready. So number one, tonight, last week I started and I gave you guys 7 tips on how to budget sustainably during the pandemic, right? If you missed it, I went back on my word. I left the replay up. Thank you to Cool to Lose for that ready over on Instagram. I appreciate you. So tonight is, for some reason, the 7s and the 9s and the 6s have been in my head. Okay. 7, the sixes, sevens, and the nines. Okay, I might have to play that number. What y'all think? Okay, seven, sixes, and the nines have been in my head. So tonight we're going to talk about 7 tips for managing your finances during COVID-19. So a lot of you guys have been actually keeping up with this thing on a financial status, right? The only reason you've been watching the news, the only reason why you've been, actually reading about the pandemic is because you are waiting on another financial resource, right? Right? To see what you can get out of it, right? Come on now, let us be honest, okay? Because that's one of the reasons. Then the second reason for health reasons, and then for my community as well. So yes, I've been in a lab. I have some things. Again, like I said, join my email list. Click that link in my bio over on Instagram as well as on YouTube and on Facebook, and become a part of my text tribe or my email tribe, because I have an email going out tonight. So number one, you guys know, I believe, y'all see, I got my pink pen to paper. I got it. Okay. I go nowhere without it. Nowhere without it. 7 tips for managing your finances during COVID-19. Okay. Number one, we already know what the problem is, right? Some of us have either lost our job or our hours have been cut, right? If we're still working, that's right, Shell, pen to paper. Okay. Or your hours have been actually cut, right? And you're no longer a full-time employee. You're only working part-time hours, but you are needing that full-time money. So maybe, just maybe, because I just got hold on, guys. Yeah. So maybe, just maybe,
stop doing this right now, please.
Just maybe you guys are needing some extra resources. So this is why I'm giving you the budgeting tips as well as the savings tips. Number one, you want to stay informed and stay safe. That's the first thing. You want to stay informed and stay safe. When I talk about staying informed, yeah, because we end up, Michelle over here on Instagram, like she says, if we're not informed and we don't stay safe, we have more month than we do money. And I see this on a regular, and I keep saying we because it is the truth. So I see this on a daily basis. Number one, we want to stay informed and stay safe. If it means that, how can I put this? The environment that you are conducting business, the environment that you are actually working in, your 9 to 5, if it is detrimental to your health, or if you are working with health issues and you're trying to figure out how are you going to make ends meet, right, during the pandemic, or if you're like really fed up to the point of, I can't do this anymore. So I'm going to give you guys some tools, tips, and strategies to help you get leveled up. So now it's no secret that COVID is scary right about now, right? There's no secret, even in the health industry. And even if you've been on this job and you're about to retire and you're almost at the verge of quitting or getting fired or getting laid off, right? So these are some things that are going to help you manage your finances if you're in between jobs or in between clients or in between customers, right? You want to actually, number one, set up that budget. You want to see where your money is coming in and where it's going out. We talked about that last week, and we want to cross off those wants and actually focus on our needs. Now, education is a need, because without knowledge and education, where will you be? Okay. If you are watching the right information, I suggest CNN Finance and CNN News if you want up-to-date information as far as your money, as far as the COVID and the pandemic is concerned. Number two, you want to reassess your financial relationship with your family. Now, when I talk about reassessing your financial relationship with your family, these are the things that I'm talking about. For example, if you have a parent, okay, they're seniors, okay? I'll talk about me, my mom, right? And so she is of age. She's seasoned, okay? And so one of the things is now, even though she receives a certain type of income, it may not be enough. Okay. So that means that me or one of my siblings, right? I'm just giving you guys this example, would have to actually help foot the bill for one of her bills. Are you guys with me? If you're still with me, give me the number 2 so I know that I'm not talking to the air. Okay, to cyberspace. So we want to reassess our financial relationship with our family. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about if those around us, our family members, are adequate thank you, Shell, adequate when it comes to spending money or they need help. I'll tell you I'll make this point right quick. Yes, there's a thin line between helping and enabling. And this is something that I had to learn because, guys, guess what? We can become our worst enemy when it comes to our finances. One of the things that I know that I had a bad habit of doing is I had to look at, am I helping this individual financially or am I enabling them financially? It's not to be stingy. It's not to be like conceited. No, that's not what I'm saying. But we want to look at all realms of our income or our finances and where they're going out and when they're coming in. That's why budgeting is so important. And it's the first step when it comes to money management. So we want to reassess our finances. We want to talk to our family members, even if we have kids. And like you guys know, the kids are going back to school, K through 12, as well as some college students, right? So we have to sit down and have this conversation with our family. It begins in our household first. I'll never forget the day that my son had asked me for something. I believe it was a shirt, and he was in high school. No, he was in middle school, right? And he was like, Mom, I need a shirt or whatever it is. And I'm like, well, I just paid the utility bill. I don't have it. And guess what he told me, guys? He said, well, Mama, just write a check. So by him saying that opened up the door for me to go, okay, he doesn't understand. When you write that check, it has to have money on the other side, right? So I had to have that financial conversation with him. So this is the type of conversation I'm talking about having with your family. Letting them know, okay, yes, I may make $25 an hour, but before I even get my paycheck, this is what we have to work with. If our entertainment bill has to be cut to at least once a week instead of 3 times, and what I consider entertainment, eating out, going to the movies, or even renting Netflix, DVDs, or Roku TV. Okay, some smart TVs, some of the actual apps and channels on these smart televisions, they cost. And guys, believe it or not, our kids are not dumb. They are dumb, not dumb, period. Because I have a 3-year-old granddaughter who can work YouTube. She wants YouTube on her daddy's phone. She wants YouTube on my television. And guys, guess what? She's figuring out how to unlock my iPad. So now I'm having and turn on. That's the next rising entrepreneurs, guys. We have a generation of entrepreneurs and small business owners. Okay. So we want to have that conversation with our family members, first beginning at home. We want to let them know, listen, I either lost my job or the hours have been cut or business isn't like it was. So let's sit down and see if we can actually find some alternatives. That's how you want to bring that conversation. Even with yourself, you are number one. You have to learn to tell yourself no. Do I really, you want to weigh your wants versus your needs. Do I really need that salad from Zaxby's? Look at the price, or can I take that money and go to the food line, the grocery store, pick up the items, right? Pick up the items that are necessary in order for me to make this salad at home and eat it. Two things that's going to come out of that. Number one, it's probably going to be less expensive. And number two, guess what? You will know that you'll know what's in the salad because you fixed it, right? Just saying, stay informed and stay safe. Number three, you want to reassess your own financial outlook and your plans. So if we plan on, it's still summer, it's been kind of warm here, but it's been storming too, but the humidity, guys, I have to shift, okay? Sorry about that. So that's what happens when I was so adamant because I love the beach. That's the perfect vacation for me. Right. And so, as I was saying earlier, I thought I was 25 again. Right. I can hang with my son, who's 30, and my nieces who are in their 20s, and my grandkids. Right. So I'm like, okay, I could do this. My sister, who is younger than me, she's sitting up on the bank, like her and my husband, like, I don't think you need to be doing that. And I'm like, yes, I can do this. Well, guys, I'm paying for it now. But neither here nor there. I'm okay, because I'm still here on this side. So we want to reassess our own personal relationship we have with our finances. Some of those things that we had planned for, right? We can say, well, we saved up all year long to take this vacation, to take this cruise. But because of the pandemic and because of the economic impact that's going on right now, we're having to say no to ourselves. And it's okay because we can find alternatives or we can actually put that thing off. Yes, I'm okay. Girl, Michelle, we're going to talk about that. It seemed like when I went to the therapist, today was my first session. How about it hurt worse when I came on my way home? So I'm kind of shifting, okay? I'm supposed to be doing my exercise. I did some when I got home. I think I'm looking that way to see if my husband's going to come through the door and say, no, you did. So after I get off this live, I'm going to do the little exercises, but I'm not going to exert myself. And like I said, we want to look at our outlook and our plans. So if you are close to retirement age, retirement is one of those things that we want to look at. Retirement. Are we able to retire right now? Will we have the funds to sustain the lifestyle that we're accustomed to living? You want to look at your withholdings right now, for tax purposes, right now, because guess what? I know I'm going to do my exercises, Shell. But right now we want to look at, okay, are we set up financially? Is our financial portfolio set up to where we can actually come out of our 9-to-5, transition if you want to become a small business owner, or if you are working a 9-to-5 and you're a small business owner, what is our exit strategy? Are we ready? So only you know that, right? So the reason I'm talking about this, and I know you guys are like, you're supposed to tell us how to manage our money. This is the mindset part, guys. Guess what? It's not about the money. It's the mindset, because I can sit here for 30 minutes and tell you guys how to actually manage your money, how to create a sustainable budget, because I've done it and because I'm doing it, right? How to actually meet your savings goal or your financial goals. And guess what? The truth of the matter is we are not perfect, okay? I can inspire you. I can say, let's get back up on the horse. We're going to do this again, because guess what? I've fallen short. And truth be known, I've fallen short, right? So we want to look at it. And this is where it comes into number 4. We want to adjust our budget. Number four, we want to actually adjust our budget to accommodate those needs, because our needs, right? Our needs now in today's economy have like just taken over. It used to be kind of balanced. You guys are, needs versus wants. We never had to have that type of mindset. We never had to have that conversation with ourselves. But today we do. What we used to think was a actual need, in all actuality, you guys know I said it, pen to paper, and it won't lie, because you're the one that's writing this. You can't lie to yourself anymore. You're getting it out. Now, you may try to lie to your accountant, your tax preparer, okay, your employer, your kids, but you can't lie to yourself. So, with that being said, you want to put that pen to paper. You want to look at your budget more than just once a week. You want to adjust your budget where there are things necessary. For example, you may want to increase the contribution to your savings account. Number 2, you may want to actually alleviate or mark through those plans for irregular income. And when I'm talking about irregular income, I'm talking about if you are in an MLM, multi-level marketing. Okay? That's how my entrepreneur journey started. I got it on right now. Okay? I have no shame about my game, and you guys know it. I used to be a Tracy Lynn fashion jewelry consultant, right? For 8 years I did this. But when I talk about the irregular income, if you have products, whether they're products, physical products, tangible products, or digital products, like I have digital products and I have physical products. If I don't do the things necessary in order to get those products out in front of the people to purchase, that's an irregular income. Did you guys catch that? If you caught it, give me the number 3. If you caught it, give me the number 3. And if you have a question, the reason I'm looking back and forth, guys, is because, like I said, I am a simulcaster, okay? Give me the number 3 if you caught that. So number five, we want to assess our banking relationships. Now, are we going to the bank to actually get loans? That's more debt that are not necessary, when only thing we had to do, or financial institutions. It doesn't have to be a bank. It could be a credit union. It can be OneMain that give personal loans, business loans, and so forth, right? Are we actually needing that money? Or is it that we just want it just in case? Well, guess what? We want to look at that just in case. That also goes along with the credit card debt. And we're going to talk about that in more detail in the Money Makeover Academy, 6-week academy. Guys, it's packed. Okay, it's packed with a lot of juicy, good stuff, good stuff. To the fact that that's why I'm only allowing 10 people in, guys, because our finances are like our health. We have HIPAA to cover our health, to where no one can tell our business. Well, in the financial industry, it is a very touchy situation, especially now during the pandemic. Especially now. Thank you for that number 3, Shell. Especially right now during the pandemic. Number 5, we want to assess our banking relationships. If you have if you have the overdraft protection on your checking account, you want to look at that thing, because I'm going to tell you how it's going to come out. And that hadn't changed. Well, the price has. Okay. Overdraft protection is where you can actually utilize. Now they have it to where you can utilize your debit card, spend money from your debit card that's not in your bank account. But because you have direct deposit set up, they offer you the overdraft protection, which means anything that comes in, they will pay it. But what some of you aren't looking at is the cost. So say, for example, you made a gas purchase of $20. Well, you were short. You only had $19 in your bank account. So let's do the math, y'all. Let's do it, okay? The minimum. Hi, Silver Soulful Sexy. How are you? Thank you for joining. The minimum that you're going to have to pay in overdraft protection is $35 fee, right? Plus whatever it is they had to pay. So for $1, you guys are paying $36. Hey, Auntie, how are you? Thank you for popping in, my sister. Peace and blessings to you as well, my queen. Yeah. So you want to look at that relationship that you have with your financial institution. Now, everybody, even if your mortgage, everybody, if you're paying your mortgage, even when you get your mortgage statement in the mail now, they have a big banner across saying if you are in hardship due to COVID-19, reach out to us so we can make some different arrangements. Some of us are jumping on that because we have the money, but we look at it as an excuse not to pay it, right? Well, I don't have to pay as much if I just reach out to them and let them know. One of the things you're not looking at, interest rate. That interest rate is still going to be accruing on that loan, okay? So you want to make sure you ask the right questions. When you are actually taking advantage of the resources, especially when it comes to your finances, okay, how much is it really going to cost me? How much is it really going to cost me? So is it better for me to go ahead, and I don't say the B word, okay? Hi, Biz Credit Movement. Thank you for popping in. I don't say the B word. I say I am financially challenged or my finances are in circulation. Because, guys, in all actuality, remember I told you it's about the mindset. If we walk around with a broke mentality, then none of the information, no matter where we go, is going to stick. We are not going to execute. We are not going to utilize the information that we're getting. That is one of the reasons why it's so important for you guys to be in my 6-week academy. Because you get that one-on-one. You get to ask the questions. You get to, because guys, listen, if you go on my page over on Instagram, okay, at King Tax Services 18, you'll see the testimonies. You know, and I know she doesn't have a problem with me telling it because she screenshot it and sent it to me and say, sure, it's a testimony where I was able to help a small business owner save $7,000 to her state where she lives in Ohio. And it was just the fact of knowledge is the key, guys. You want to know what they're going to say, because sometimes we can talk our own self into a hole, okay? We want to know what they're going to say. We want to know how we're going to approach them, right? And we want to also look at our budget because we don't want to overexert ourselves when it comes to if we have a tax liability, okay, a tax bill. Yes, okay, y'all. Here come the taxes, okay. So are you guys getting what I'm saying? I'm preparing you. I'm helping you move right along because a lot of individuals are just receiving their income tax refund. But you're waiting you're sitting on your hands waiting for that next economic impact payment, aka stimulus, to come out. When in all actuality, we should be looking at our financial wholeness. Yes, it's financial wholeness, right? Because that's another level from financial literacy. Because we can know and we can be in information overload. That's the literacy part. But the wholeness is actually mind, body, spirit, family, the whole 9 yards. That is what I do. Okay. That's what we're going to be doing. And that's what we're going to get snatched up in this 6-week academy. Okay. We're going to get the wholeness together. We're going to talk about how to make our money grow during economic impact right now. You guys know what was the name of that commercial? I need my money right now, right? JG Wentworth, I need my money now. Okay, a lot of you are in that mindset, but you're not looking at what's going on behind the scenes. So that was number 5, your banking relationship. Number 6, we want to examine our relationship with debt. We talked about that, right? Why go out and actually get that credit card when you really don't need it? Add this up. Here we go. Y'all know I love, like I say, pen to paper. And this is the thing that I want you guys to actually hone in on and think about. You've heard me talk about it tonight. The credit, the loans, the interest rates. We're so happy to be able to be approved. Exactly. We're so happy and excited to be approved for a new car. Did I hit somebody in the head? A new car. Okay. High Time and Trinkets. Thank you for joining. A new car. Well, what was wrong with the old one? Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm still driving my 2009 Toyota Camry. Me and Yoda, we keep her oil changed. We keep her tires on there. We keep her tires rotated. I keep her fluids flushed out. Okay. Yoda be rolling. Me and Yoda be rolling. Okay. And the methods and the tips that I'm giving you guys, I use them because I was able to actually pay my car off a whole year early. Here's my hand to God. I lie to you not. Just simple tips. So this is where I was going with the debt, relationship with the debt. Okay. So you want to look at your interest rate. You want to look at the interest rate in order to acquire that particular line of credit if you're a business owner, okay? Or a personal line of credit, right? You want to look at that interest rate if you're applying for that American Express card, whether it be personal or business. And you want to read the fine print. Y'all, I tell my husband that all the time, right? He's like, well, wait a minute. You said we were going to do it like this, but it ended up like this. And you know what my excuse is, guys? And it's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I said it was in the fine print in the marriage certificate. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Guys, I want you to read the fine print because I do. Even if you need to get a magnifying glass, read the fine print because I guarantee you I can tell you every word it says. And it irks him when I tell him that. I'm like, it says XYZ before I even look at it. He said, you know what? You so, because I've been in this industry, guys, for 17 years. I've been in the financial industry for 17 years. Okay, I've helped individuals, small business owners, entrepreneurs save hundreds of dollars on their income taxes, right? I help them do that with these exact tools, tips, and strategies that I'm giving you guys for the free 99. Okay, so everything is not always free. Just because you were approved for that credit card, look at the interest rate. Look at your credit score. Today, guys, your credit score speaks character. Now, if you were one that were laid off, right, in 2020 and had to collect unemployment compensation, but now it's time for you to return to the work world, the 9 to 5, maybe you tried to do a side hustle and it didn't, it's still not meeting the bills, right? And you're going to have to take this job, right? So what you want to do is, believe it or not, guys, your credit score now speaks as your character reference. And I'm going to tell you how. If they actually, that's why I say read the fine print before you sign your name on the dotted line when you're putting in that application. Also, guys, I have a degree in human resources too. Okay, so with that, you want to make sure you're reading the fine print. The fine print says that as a character reference, you're giving us permission to check your credit score. Now, if your credit score is like squashed, or they can actually see how much your credit utilization that you're using, it tells them, well, they're having to live off of their credit cards. And we never want to give that impression to anyone. So we want to examine our relationship with debt. Come on into the 6-week academy, and we're going to talk about that in more detail. Number 7, 777-9311. Y'all, I got it done. It's 7:44. I said between 30 and 45 minutes. For those of you who are just coming in and don't know who I am, my name is Tanya King Horn. I am the CEO and founder of King Tax Services, LLC. What I do and what I've been doing for the last 17 years is helping individuals, small business owners, and entrepreneurs save hundreds of dollars when it comes to their income taxes with the use of, I guess you guys are saying, how? The use of financial tools, tips, and strategies. And so the strategies and tips and tools we're talking about right now is our money management skills during the pandemic. Okay, click the link in my bio over on Instagram, bit.ly/King Tax Services LLC. It's the only link over here on Instagram. And guys, on YouTube and on Facebook, you see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Click that link. Become a part of the hashtag Tax Queen Tribe. I have an email list and I have a text list. You will receive periodic emails and text messages from me about upcoming tax season information that you need to know, current COVID information that you need to know, financial resources that you need to know about. Okay. And you'll get free and or discounted on my digital products. I also have a free webinar coming out on the 28th of this month. Mark your calendar, click that link. It is a free webinar, but you have to register because it is going on in the Zoom room. In the Zoom room. So in order for you to get the Zoom link and all that good stuff right, you have to register. So guys, number seven. And plus I come before you guys every Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because on Wednesdays, I have class. Y'all know my mantra. In order to earn, we must continuously learn and execute what it is that we're learning. Number seven, consider investing more or for the first time. Guys, you guys don't even know this, but those of you who have a 9 to 5, I call them all 9 to 5s. If it's not your own, okay, it's a 9 to 5. And even small business owners and entrepreneurs like me, okay, you have to invest in yourself, but you already do it. And anybody put it in the comments and tell me how you are already investing without intention. I just want to see. I'm going to tell you anyway. I just want to see. It's one word. Because we're going to talk about it in detail in the academy as well. So, guys, nobody told me. I guess nobody knew, right? I guess I have a delay. You're already investing in your retirement fund. Your retirement is an investment. How many of you guys knew that? Your retirement fund, whether it be a 401 or 403, okay, even the college fund that you have started contributing to for your 5-year-old so they can go to college debt free, that 529 plan. I told you guys I had a way, right? Where your grandchildren, your children can go to or even you can go to college debt free. You won't have to pull out all those student loans. Okay. So, guys, you want to consider investing more or for the first time. You want to invest, like right now, I invest into my own retirement because no one is paying into it. Some 401ks, they're like have 50-50. The employer will invest 50% and 50% comes out of is withheld from your paycheck, and it's right there, right? And there are some fees for early withdrawal. That's another thing with COVID. There were some fees, but they had that thing spun around for you. That's one of the reasons why in October I was telling you guys, make sure y'all like my cup. It's a WSSU. Anyway, make sure who's ever doing your income taxes is professional. And when I say professional, just because they say they're professional, you want to make sure they're knowledgeable of the new tax codes. Because, guys, believe it or not, tax codes and tax laws change every year. But you guys don't see that back end, right? So we want to we want our financial portfolio, our financial wholeness to be so stable that if we were to be let go of our 9-to-5 today, we have access to reliable financial resources that we can actually fend for ourselves for a whole 12 months. If you caught that, give me the number 4 in the comments. Y'all, we got through number seven. So are there any questions? Did y'all get that number 4? Did y'all get that number? Give me the number 4. I'm waiting. Anywho, guys, guess what? Again, I want to just quickly remind you guys, I will be back on tomorrow evening, same bat channel, but not the same bat time at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend, like my boy Ash Cash says, I am Ash Cash. Let's get this money mindset together. Let's get our financial wholeness together. This way you can save and don't have to sit around waiting on your income tax refund or receive a letter that you owe the government instead of the government owing you. All right. So with that being said, guys, I want to say thank you. For those of you that showed up live, I want to say thank you for rocking it out with me, your girl, the hashtag tax queen. For those of you who are watching the replay, put in hashtag replay, leave me a comment. And if you have a question and you didn't want to put it in the comments, you can actually inbox me or DM me or leave it as a private comment on YouTube, right? But guys, remember, if it's this big, if it's that right there, I may send you the link to book a 30-minute consultation at cost because, that part right there. Okay. So guys, remember your 3 W's. Please walk 6 feet behind. Number 2 is wear your mask. Number 3 is please, whatever you do, wash your hands, even if you've been vaccinated. So with that being said, it's me, your girl, the number 1 hashtag tax queen, Tanya Kinghorn. And I'll see you guys right here tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Don't forget, tell a friend. Sharing is caring. Invite. With that, you guys have a peaceful evening. And hey, if nobody has told you today, I love you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Good night. Good night.